y'all. I have no idea. I'm just trying to go live one time, man. This been the zaniest night. I've gone live from different podcasts. I got the different ones still. I got it deleted on Facebook. It's crazy. Now, good evening, everyone. Taibu Mu'addib, host, podcast entertainer, author, motivational speaker. Of gun violence isn't going away because there are every weeknight, 9:30-ish p.m. We go crazy. In fact, we going nuts right now. Hit it, Shay. Come on, a little bit more. Yeah, it's cold out here, y'all. And I'm telling you one thing. It's amazing. How come they don't know? No one's life is the Cosby Show. Killer cops is nothing new to melanated people, bro. Not in the America that locks us up for mega busting, legalized prostitution so the mob can get their cut. CIA agents bringing dope in from the south and spread it through the hood so we can take each other out. The sadness in the hood isn't just some recent shit. It's the same thing that you can see on the slave ship. Trauma passed through generations lead to a peculiar life. Can't believe in freedom, even if one of your parents right. I'ma do it right, cause I'm conscious and I know the way. I got roots in Africa. Pittsburgh was my birthing place. International businessman from inmate 15208. African Messiah, dog. Someone had to save the day. All you want is metaphors about the club and freaking horse. Stacking up your pick, flashy cars, and them foreign tours. Don't you know it's war? They coming after you with all they got. It starts out with Congress, yeah. Them the folks who scheme and plot. Once they pass the laws, it's on you and I to know what's up. And since we don't, that's how come the jails are jam-packed with us. I got my fist raised, and unity is in my heart. No matter who you are, come and live your truth. That's how it starts. Yeah, that's how it starts. Go get them. Go, 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 go. Don't you know it's war? They coming after you with all they got. All you want is metaphors. International businessman. Can't believe in freedom. That they still don't know. Pleasure to meet each and every one of you. Taibu Mu'addib and Shay. This is Live Your Truth. Pull up a chair. Get your popcorn ready. Let's make it happen together. We appreciate you for joining us. Tap in. This is Taibu Mu'addib, man. This is Live Your Truth. All right. This podcast is being brought to you courtesy of the First Step Coaching Academy. Search for it on Facebook. All right. I have a good show for you tonight, but I have a big reveal. I'm letting y'all know right now. Okay. I have fully integrated the First Step Coaching platform with my podcast. Give yourself a round of applause because it's for you. All right. So, each of you that have been watching my podcast, yes, I know who you are, you'll get an invite. Come on to the show and get some free coaching. I'm still going to do my episodes. I'm still going to have topics of discussion. But during the show, you'll get a chance to talk about the topic if you want to, if not. But you'll have a chance for me to coach you and give you some strategies live, whatever is challenging you. If you are stuck, you can get unstuck on the show. How about that, right? You all get the opportunity to download the free workbook, the EFC workbook, which will show you the distance that you have to go, right, before you're prepared with the new foundation to build. You need a new foundation, people. Let me say it again. I'm not doing this to make money. Clearly, y'all see me podcasting. I am eating. So let me get that out of the way. I'm not doing this to make money. Anybody that knows me now will tell you he's not doing it to make money. I'm not podcasting it's not for money for me. It's for you guys and gals. So you can come on to my podcast and get free coaching on whatever challenges you right now to live the life you want to live. It's going to be one thing, just one thing. I'm not going to be a bunch of things, but one thing that you need help overcoming. I'm going to prove to you guys what a certified life coach does, right? What a certified achievement coach can help you accomplish in your life. So every show, each of you can come on now. I used to have guests all the time. We discuss the topics. You still can chime in on my topic for the night if you want to. That's cool. You will not be the topic. You'll just get the coaching. I'll coach you like I do all my other clients, all right? So the free opportunity, the compliment opportunity to come on the show live and receive coaching for whatever's challenging you. If you're stuck, get unstuck right here. Again, this podcast is being brought to the First Step Coaching Academy, which we are now fully integrated with. You'll hear coaching every night coming up here pretty soon. So make sure you inbox me on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube, where I'm streaming live from, and we will get you in line. All right. It's already high demand for it. I'm already booked up a week out from when I start. I'll be gone on my sabbatical. I'll be podcasting live from Springfield, Ohio, and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania on my birthday week, taking a sabbatical, but I will still give you guys the show. I will still coach you guys. So coming up next week here, which is coming up next week here, the 23rd. So starting the 23rd, you can come on my show live. Don't wait. If you need coaching now, if you want to get unstuck right now, download the EFC workbook right now. Look for it in the description. Look for it on my pages on different podcasts. Sometimes it's difficult for me to throw it in the comments when I get done. I'll try to be faithful and going straight from here to throw that link in the comment section on each podcast. I got to be more faithful with that on YouTube. Facebook and Instagram is easier because I'm doing that post and reposting it. I forget sometimes on YouTube. I'm getting my team together. We're going to get it right for you guys. But look for the link. If you need the EFC workbook, any given time, comment, inbox me. Let's go. This movement is being brought to you by Mu'addib Global. I want you to understand, Mu'addib Global is the organization that's going to free our people. You believe you're already free? I'm not qualified to read my book series, all right? Look it up online, African Messiah versus Government Scum, all right? Can't make this up. So on the 23rd on, line up. July 23rd on, line up so I can get you guys the coaching that you need. Many of you, and before I go into tonight's episode, many of you don't realize, you say, Taibu, you guys think of coaching as football coaches, basketball coaches, but that's appropriate. Whether you play team sports or not, you know that your friend went out for basketball or baseball and it changed them. It changed them, right? So don't make it seem like you can't use coaching in your life if you want to overcome challenges, if you want to build new skill sets and things of that nature. Let's see. Podcasting. Don't disturb me while I podcast this. All right. So how do we handle police brutality in law enforcement? So let's keep it real. If you look up the laws for traffic stops in Texas, right? What are my rights? Let's Google this organically. And this is, when I coach, sometimes I have to, because of your level of need, get right into it with you. Because many of you don't realize I'm coaching you to become your own researcher, your own organizer, right? Your own planner, your own strategizer. I'm coaching you to become more like me, all right? Because I'm successful. I am. If you don't know what success looks like, look at my podcast, look at my Facebook pages. That's what it looks like. All right. I'm going to get you guys these right now, because that's what's important. We're going to look at a man that aggressively used his cell phone to keep himself safe. This might strike the ire of an already overly aggressive law enforcement police officer, man or woman. We've seen both sides. Keep your cell phone rolling. Now, your cell phone in and of itself won't save you or save your life. But say it again, young people, old people, middle-aged people. Your cell phone in and of itself won't save your life. All you have to do is look up the story of Sandra Bland and how she was pulled over right here in Texas, in this state, and how she lost her life, even though she had her phone with her and had it out, and how she lost her life to law enforcement who withheld her cell phone footage until the criminal cases against the officer that arrested her and the jailers had all been dismissed. Maybe not even charged. The investigation into it, but they never even charged. I don't know. I can't remember. They held her cell phone footage till after her family's wrongful death suit had been dismissed and knocked down. Texas State Department did that. So your cell phone use in and of itself won't save your life. But this trucker, it definitely saved his life. So we're going to look at that, all right? So I'm asking Google a couple different questions. All right. So when I Google how should I respond to an overly aggressive, and I did two different things just to give y'all an instance on how terribly important it is to have a strategy for dealing with the police when you're pulled over. Got to have a strategy. All right. All right. Then, last but not least, I'm going to offer you tips and strategies to show you how effective it can be. So I'm gonna leave this one as a surprise for you guys, because y'all don't think I'm a coach. Y'all don't think I got this thing down pat, but I got you. I want you to be successful. I want you to be safe. All right. I don't want you to lose your life to these cops. I'm hooking y'all up. I want you to be safe. I'm giving you guys this strategy. I want to make my mark and make it known that we are going to be successful. As a people. Now, my podcasts don't get people watching them and keeping their eyes glued to them, because what y'all see is trash. Y'all want 30 seconds of trash, 23 seconds of trash, 45 seconds of trash. You want to see something twerking in your face, trash. You want to see somebody slipping or falling, trash. The reason that my content hasn't gone viral is because the stuff that goes viral is trash. Trash or tragedy. I'm a builder. I'm building people up. How come no one wants to be built up? I don't know. I'm going to build myself up until it becomes the it thing. Right? Y'all going to continue to watch me doing it. So I got the surprise link on here for you guys. Remember, if you want to be on the show, just put in the comment section. I'll pull you right in. All right? If you want to be on the show. Okay? Let's get it popping. All right. So I'm inviting the last couple of few people. We want to make sure that we get everybody that wants to be in here. I appreciate y'all. We're streaming live on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. I appreciate everybody that wants to rock with me and get in here and get it right. Okay. Many of you have seen me live. And when you come into the video, you don't have to have your video on. You can choose to have your video on, your audio on, both on. So if you're not looking right, but you want to say something, jump in there, leave a comment in the comment section. I'll see it. We'll get it jumped off, and we'll do it just like that, all right? Make sure you go to calendly.com right now for assistance if you want to join the program tonight. If you love the coaching and the speaking, you love the strategies I'm giving out. I give out strategies because y'all understand. I give out strategies because strategic thinking is the most important thing that we can do as human beings, all right? Strategic thinking is the most important thing we can do as human beings. We're going to be challenged our whole lives. To overcome these challenges, you have to think strategically. To be successful in a prolonged sense and experience prolonged success, you have to become good at strategic thinking. All right? I'm Taibu Mu'addib, and I approve this message. Okay? Now, a couple more folks in here. Get a couple more folks in here. We're good to go. Love it. All right. Again, I'll leave that to the side. If y'all want to jump in here, let me know. What's going on? What's going on, man? Out here in Benbrook, baby. Let's make it happen. I think he be jumping in there sometime just to see if I'm gonna have twerking on here. You know about my no twerk rule. Get my belt buckle showing. Shout out to all my supporters and all my friends of the podcast. Let me go ahead and give y'all the business. All right. Remember, if you want to be coached through your problem or your whatever it is, your challenge, whatever you have to overcome, if you just want to talk about taking the first step type strategies, right? Let's get that going. All right. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to share my screen with you. We're going to look at first, what we're going to look at is the young man and his situation and how that went. Okay. We want to know what tonight was all about and how we got here. So let's go down and get that together. Let's see what that looks like a little bit. Okay. I got to get my stuff off my email address. All right. This thing, email address goes crazy. So, to be clear, all I want to do is look at my own stuff that I send to me. All right. There we go. Let's look at this TikTok real quick, everybody. And get our minds together. Let's go, TikTok. All right. So I'm going to screen share this. I want you guys to take a look for a couple of seconds at what we're dealing with when we're stopped by the police. And when I say we're dealing with, I mean the whole entire community. No one's safe from the over-aggressive police officer. Let's take a look.
I'm not even working.
It doesn't matter, man. Get out of the truck.
Oh, why are you making a problem?
Get out of the truck.
I'm not even working.
Come on. Get out of the truck.
Oh, no, I want to speak to the supervisor.
I am the supervisor. Get out of the truck.
Well, someone
right
over
now,
you.
Someone over you. Coming. When they get here, it's not going to be good for you.
Bro,
man.
I'm not even working.
That's fine. I'm not arguing with you. Get out of the truck.
Sir, why can't you just go right to?
All right. So let's break this down. If you're taking notes, the young man is asking two things, right? Why am I being stopped? I'm not working. I'm not officially on the clock, right? And then when he's saying, step out the car, I'm not joking, the police officer, he's saying, let me speak to a supervisor. So what he's basically saying is, let me talk to somebody that's not aggressive. Let me talk to somebody that's going to give me the information I'm asking you about why we're interacting in the first place. A traffic stop, the police officer is supposed to definitely require your identification and then tell you why they stopped you. So clearly this police officer isn't even concerned with anything except this young man's compliance. He's saying, step out the truck. That's taking me out of my comfort zone, officer, right? Why are we at that level? Is somebody else going to come and then while he's asking for a supervisor, the police officer says, I am the supervisor. I'm not saying that supervisors don't patrol the community too, but I'm hard pressed to believe that he's the supervisor acting like this. Upper management usually never knows what's going on down here until a complaint is filed. All right. Okay. So, be that as it may, the police officer just wants him out the truck. What has he done so serious that he has to get out the truck? Let's look and see. All right.
The ticket.
Get out of the truck.
Well, you can't just write the ticket. What are you doing?
I need some more units. I got a driver.
Sir, I didn't refuse inspection. You just, how I'm refusing? What are you talking about? I'm not even refusing.
The cavalry's coming. Just get out of the truck.
I'm not refusing the inspection. You just said.
All right. Does anyone notice what the police officer has in his hands? Anyone? Anyone? What's the police officer have in his hands? Right? So he's come to the truck door, right? He has a taser in his hands. So the young man has already said, sir, I'm not even working. So he's in a company truck. So for a trucker, the truck is the equivalent of the Taco Bell store. Come on, somebody. The truck is the equivalent of the DMV building. The truck, to this person driving a truck to a trucker, his truck, the truck cab is the equivalent of Whataburger. It's a movie location, but it's still his place of business. Am I being clear, everybody? So if an officer comes into Whataburger or the DMV building and is talking to somebody with the taser already out, what are people in the area gonna do? How's that person they're walking up to with the taser in their hand gonna feel? Let's see if we can find out from the officer why he already has the taser in his hand. Just walking you guys through this, all right?
I didn't refuse. No, I'm not getting out. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. You don't have the right to touch me. You don't have the right because
you're under arrest.
I'm under arrest.
First of all, for following too closely. Second of all, for refusing.
I'm not even refusing anything.
Come on.
I'm not refusing anything.
To get out of the truck, aren't you? I'm giving you a lot.
No, you said I'm refusing to.
Yes,
but I'm not. How you just gonna say I'm refusing?
Get out of the truck.
I just said do the DOT inspection.
Get out of the truck.
Bro.
Get out of the truck. Come on.
Bro.
Come on.
Sir.
Come on.
Sir.
I don't
sir.
want to do this.
Sir.
Get out of the
sir.
truck.
Sir,
Get out of the
sir,
truck.
you were being aggressive.
I know I am.
Sir, if you were
because
being
I'm giving you a lawful
sir,
order. Get
sir,
out
you
of the
being
truck.
aggressive.
Get
Sir,
out of the truck.
Sir, you were being aggressive.
I know
sir,
I am. Come on,
sir,
man. Let's
sir,
stop doing this. Let's get
sir,
out of the truck.
Stop.
Okay. Okay. So even though he's referring to the officer as sir, even though he's clearly uncomfortable with the officer's action, okay, even though these things these are the issue, the officer is still doing what? Aggressively trying to pull. So if you were at Whataburger or Taco Bell or the DMV office, an officer comes in with a taser out and tells the person to come outside. The person says, "What's going on? Can you just write me a ticket? I'm not even working. I just came to the job for, what's going on? I don't feel safe. I'm uncomfortable. I don't want to go outside with you. Can I talk to a supervisor?" If you're like in the vicinity and you see this happening in a brick and mortar location, what are you going to think? Right? The officer is not giving no explanation except for, "Hey, I'm going to arrest you now. If you don't do what I say, I'm going to arrest you." He says for what? Check him out. Check him out. So we have to look at, for sure, we have to look at definitely look at something right here. Just want you guys to get a good beat on what I'm saying here. You see the officer's reaction, right? Just want you guys to get a good beat on what's happening. That's all. The man, he's not, the officer, he says people are coming. Y'all gotta peep the scene. The officer's already said that people are coming. He's talking on his walkie-talkie. So if they're like, we're 3 minutes away, 1 minute away, he wants the other officers to see what? A physical altercation already going on. Simple as that. If he has people coming, why doesn't he wait for them to come on? He wants them to see a physical altercation already happening to where they're hyped up, and so they'll already do, what they do, right?
Stop.
Let's get out of the truck.
Sir, please stop.
Let's get out of the truck.
Stop.
Let's get out of the truck.
Stop.
This ain't gonna end good,
bro. Stop. No, get off of me. Get off of me. No, bro, get off of me.
Stop, please.
Sir, get off of me. No, get off of me. Get off of me. Sir, stop. I didn't even refuse anything. Stop.
87, you got units coming?
Stop. No, stop. I'm not refusing anything. Stop. Bro, I am not saying.
So did anybody see the officer just reach for his camera, for his phone? Did anybody see that? Are y'all watching this? He says other officers are coming to assist him. The young man is asking for a supervisor. Why not wait for the other officers to come? To help the young man understand that he's safe, that, there's been a violation. He should just wait till he goes to court and deal with it with the judge. This officer is going to write a complaint. You'll probably be charged. We're going to take you downtown. You know what I'm saying? But in a safe manner. I'm not saying that more cops like that will make him, but I'm saying, if he's saying he wants supervisor to come and he's sent other officers to come, it's not going to be good for you. Why is other officers coming not being a good thing for you? How would that help the young man want to get out the truck? He's threatening other officers coming, making it worse. Are y'all peeping this situation? I'm talking about, it's the craziest thing, man. It's the craziest thing. But this is happening. It's the government scum I'm talking about in my book. I got to check it out, man. Let's try to finish the video, shall we?
Bro, stop.
I got 4 guys coming. And when they get here, it's not going to be good.
I did not refuse anything. I didn't refuse nothing.
Factory at Lamar.
Come on. Get out. Stop! I didn't refuse anything. Stop! Get out of the truck, bro. Come on, sir. Stop! I didn't refuse anything. You said I'm under arrest for refusing. You are under arrest. How? For what? I'm telling you, following too closely. All right, and we're gonna go from there. Don't make.
Okay. So is following too closely an arrestable offense? All right. Because I've never heard of that. They do it to me all the time in Dallas, Fort Worth area. All right. Driving too close in Texas. This is a Class C misdemeanor. All right. Following too closely. The driver of a vehicle should not follow another more closely than is reasonable and prudent, having due regard to the speed of such vehicle and traffic. All right. Legal advice on tickets for following too closely. There's a chart of moving violations. Following too closely, ticket costs. The driver following too closely. I want you all to see this. Following too closely. I want you all to see this. The driver of a vehicle shall not follow another more closely than is reasonable and prudent, having due regard to the speed of such vehicle and traffic upon the condition of the roadway. Right? The following too close law. If you have been issued a following too close ticket in Rockwell or anywhere in Texas, the law applies. Okay. Following too close. All right. There are many different ways to defend a traffic ticket for following too closely. So what I'm getting from out this situation, everybody, is that let me see. Okay. So it basically says a police officer can see you tailgating somebody, pull you over, and give you a ticket for driving too close and for honking your horn. Right? And somebody, and trying to get somebody to go forward. So really, it's not arrest. If an officer arrests you for following too closely, then there has to be some real good reason for it. You know what I'm saying? That's basically taking it to the next step, because generally it's a ticket.
Make this any worse. You're going to get a resisting arrest county charge. I'm not resisting. I'm going to take your CDL from you. Sir, you just come on. Quit. Sir, you just said quit. Following too closely. You arrested me for following too closely. Yes, you're under arrest for following too closely. I'm not going to. You are.
Oh, hold on.
Come on.
Come
on, dude. Come on. I'm going to call the police on you for being. Sir, let me go. Let me go. I am not playing with you, dude. Let me go. This is going to take your CDL. Sir, let me go. This is going to end your livelihood. Sir, let me go. Come on. Sir, get out of the truck. No, sir, let me go. I'm not. You're under arrest. Safe. You're not going to make this any worse. I do not feel safe. Oh, sir, move. I do not feel safe. You're not going to make this any better. I do not feel safe. You're not going to feel safe whenever everybody else gets here. You get tased. I do not feel safe. And you're going to get a.
And so you're not going to feel. We'll stop it at that. You're not going to feel safe when everybody else gets here. That's pretty much all we need to see, right? All we need to see. Now, let's break this down. You see how the police is acting, and you see what the trucker's response is. All right. So, how can we get ourselves to a place where we're getting next? So that's where we're at right now. So let's look at what the laws are as far as traffic stops. Okay. Let's take this step by step, shall we? Because I want to teach you guys something and then give you strategies for dealing with it. In my rhyme, when I build the podcast up, I say, once Congress passes laws, it's on you and I to know what's up. And since we don't, that's how come the jails are jam-packed with us. If you are stopped in your car, if an officer or an immigration agent asks to look inside your car, you can refuse to consent to the search. But if the police believe your car contains evidence of a crime, your car can be searched without your consent. Both drivers and passengers have the right to remain silent. Stopped by law enforcement. Okay. You have rights if you are pulled over in Texas. Know them. Come on with me, people. The only encounter most people ever have with the police is a traffic stop. Probably everyone has been stopped at some point in time, right or wrong. While traffic charges are not generally serious, they do involve a number of rights that we all have, both as United States citizens and as Texas citizens. This article explains them. All right. It says simply here, the police need a reason to search your car. No, you need to know your rights. You need to know what your rights are if you are stopped. If you are like most people, you're nervous and anxious when you see the lights. You can obey all laws, not do anything wrong, and still be nervous. In fact, it's the simply fact of nature that probably has nothing to do with attitude toward authority. You probably have been taught to respect authority, and particularly police officers, that they are there to protect and preserve the public safety, right? When you were younger, you probably got in trouble being nervous. Respect authority has got you in trouble more than anything else. Now, what they have right to do, they have the right to check for weapons and outstanding warrants. So know that, all right? You have the right to say no. It's amazing how many people I've seen over the years who admit they are carrying drugs or some type of weapon. Many times that would have never been discovered unless they had admitted it. Police officers frequently ask if you have any drugs or weapons in the car. You don't have to answer that question. As long as you are outside the car, they have no reason to look inside. Since their concern is supposed to be their safety, they're only allowed to look in your areas you might be able to retrieve weapon from. If you're standing outside your car, you do not have access to the inside, especially with an officer standing right there. Again, it's amazing people who admit that they have stuff in their car. When you're stopped, the police have the right to determine if you have any outstanding warrants. They need a reason to extend the stop. Assuming everything is clear and you do not have warrants and your license is out, the officer will decide what to do. They can issue you a ticket or a warning. Once that is done, the stop is complete. In Texas, as long as you have a current license, you must be released for traffic offenses. You will be asked to sign a ticket which to appear for court. This is the only time police officer cannot arrest you and take you to jail. If your license is not valid, or if you're given a ticket for some other offense, you can be taken to jail. All right? So, if your license is not valid, or if you are given a ticket for some other offense, you can be taken to jail. If the stop is complete and you've given a ticket or warning, you are free to go. At this point, it's common to ask for consent to search. You do not have to give that right, but many people do. You may ask why you should refuse, especially if you don't have anything to hide. You do not need a reason to refuse. It's a right that has been guaranteed. Our country was founded on the idea that we should be free from government intrusion and control of our lives. Let me highlight this for you people out there. This is why the young man's not getting out of the truck, just because the pilot asked him. Our country was founded on the ideal that we should be free from governmental intrusion and control over our lives. Many people have fought and died for that belief. When you refuse a search, you are asserting those rights that are the foundation of our country. On a more practical level, once you give the consent, the police are free to search everywhere. They can search through your car, and there are no obligation to return in the same condition. They're also free to basically take as long as they want. By a green light searching a car, you may end up prolonging the stop, right? So I'm gonna stop sharing right there. I hope you guys learned something from that, as I'm trying to teach you strategies on how to deal with it. All right. You guys probably wanted the show where I was going to show you, a bunch of people getting beat down and stuff like that. Never that. I want to teach you guys strategies, so we have to know what we're talking about first. All right. So that's the law on traffic stops, right? Okay. Let's look at what to do if we're confronted by an overly aggressive police officer, shall we? All right. I'm going to present this, and we're going to look at this together. What to do? How should I respond to an overly aggressive police officer? All right. What do y'all think it is? Just keep your cool and keep your conversation short. And remember, it's within your rights to refuse to answer any questions without an attorney present. Convey your understanding of your rights to the officer in an even tone and calm manner, repeatedly if you have to. All right. Now, if you look at this situation, just keeping his cool and keeping the conversation short didn't work because the cop was over aggressive. The cop wanted him to get out the vehicle. Now, you might be like, why didn't he just get out? Many of you who aren't ebony complected may be thinking, how come he didn't just get out? I probably just want to talk to him. When officers are shooting and killing young African men in South Carolina, tase that man. He's shocked. He want to get away from that pain, so he run. The cops shoot him in the back and tell everybody, he grabbed for my gun. He grabbed for my taser. He was going to harm me. That's why we don't get out the truck. That's why we say we don't feel safe. They choked that man out in New York over selling loose cigarettes. You heard the cop saying, when my friends get here, it's not going to go well for you. It's going to be bad for you. That's why he didn't get out the truck. That's all the cop said the whole video. My friends are coming. It's not going to go good for you. I'm telling you right now, when they get here, like if you get out the car, the truck right now, I'm just going, this is going to go a little bad for you. But if you wait till they get here to get out, it's going to go really bad for you. The cop is actually saying this on camera. Okay. Close this up. Give me a second. Let me get my stuff together so I can plug up. Get it right. Get it right. Get it right. Okay. Got my plug in. Something real small. All right, let's get back to it. So this right here only works for Europeans. I'm just saying. That right there only works if you look just like the cop. That's messing with it. Period. If you're European, you can just be like, okay, I'm sorry, officer, but I know my rights, and I just want to stay in my car and wait until someone else comes. I called my girlfriend, Betsy. She's going to come, and I'll do whatever you ask me to do. That this right here it's not working for the trucker that we're seeing. It only works for Europeans if it works at all. When the cop is acting like that, get out the truck right now. Get out the car right now. No. I was given a talking to and sent footage that, you know, it's for my book. I got this stuff, but a young guy, I went to high school with his brother. A young man talked to me and said that the only thing that saved him from probably losing his life was the quality of the windows in his Jaguar, because the police couldn't break it with the baton and gave up. So this advice right here isn't gonna work for all people. So I would say that's not the strategy. And y'all probably wondering why I'm bringing it up. In life, when I say be strategic, the plan has to be one to allow you to have a legitimate opportunity for you to be successful. Just going in and saying, I'm gonna do this, and this, and that, and I'm gonna take whatever happens, whatever falls, that's life. That's a plan, and you're probably gonna fail. When you use a strategy, it's you strategically approach situations so you can expect some measure of success. All right. Types of conduct that are unacceptable for police are coerced false confessions, intimidation. I want y'all to see this. Unacceptable behaviors, intimidation. What's this cop doing to this young man? Intimidation. False arrest, false imprisonment, falsification of evidence. All right. Police perjury, witness tampering, police brutality. All right. He's grabbing the young man. What's the sense in rushing to get him out the truck? If what you say is going to happen when your friends get there, why not wait? Right? Unwarranted searches, stuff like that. Just want you guys to know, every plan that you make up, it doesn't mean that's the right plan. It doesn't mean it's a legitimate strategy. All right? Keep on going right through this for you guys, giving you the strategy that you need. But now we're building up to something. All right? Let's go over here and look at the next level. So so what to do when you're stopped. Now, this is Taibu keeping it real with you. This is the strategy that you have to have. Okay? All right. I'm going to screen share this just to get you guys an opportunity to see what it is. Okay? Just want to get you guys some sort of strategy to help you out. All right. This is the key strategy to being successful with aggressive police officers. All right. When they're 0 to 100 on you have to do the best you can to get them to focus on your attorney of record and not you. This is the strategy, okay? So, I was in a situation, true story, and I'm gonna keep on saying this story till y'all get it, because I learned quickly what the over-aggressive cop doesn't want. He doesn't want to lose his job. He doesn't want to not be able to feed his family. She doesn't want to be taking her stripes taken off her and lose pay rate. part of her pension. They don't want that. An over-aggressive cop assumes the same thing a rapist does. I'm just keeping it real. That you're not going to tell, and even if you do tell, no one's going to believe you. What do you guys see happening? What do you guys see happening? The over-aggressive cop about to get on BS with you, and they're going to do it because they're going to assume two things. You're not going to have a voice that's going to matter enough to affect their livelihood. But your attorney on retainer. Now, see, that puts you in a different category. We're going to look at the prices, right? But I'm asking you right now, out of all the partying that you do, all you're buying, the best shoes and the best dresses, you're getting your hair done twice a month. You have to save your own life and put an attorney on retainer. It doesn't even matter if you have a friend or family member in law enforcement. Because what y'all don't know is, in law enforcement, there's no such thing as a second opinion. If you don't think that a cop won't kill another cop's sister or brother or uncle or cousin, and they just have to make that right under the table, that's what's going to happen. Get you out the way. Don't care who you related to, because most of the time they don't know. But that attorney on retainer, that's a problem they don't want. That's a problem they don't want, people. So my strategy is, no matter how you do it, get you an attorney on retainer, okay? Let's look at, okay. All right, let's tap on that. The importance of having an attorney on retainer. What is a retainer? Regardless of whether your legal issues arise from business or personal lifestyle, some of us require legal counsel more often than others. For those of us who keep relatively frequent contacts with attorneys, it's possible to arrange a contract. Typically, retainers come in the form of a down payment or a deposit made for future legal services. Future legal services. What's going on, Malik? My nephew in the house, y'all. This is why you need a retainer. Future legal services. The attorney, once you get this attorney, you have the right at that point to ask them about how to deal with overly aggressive cops. And he's going to tell you, I'm telling you. Ask them, can they give me a call? Ask them, can they give me a call? Why not have the one phone call you see in the movies? Why not make that call right then? All right. I taught my son to have someone on the phone the whole time the police is there. And he did it. He did it. He got pulled over in Iowa. I was wondering what was going on. I'm trying to talk. He called me and I could hear in the background stuff going on. Now, he could have did it better than that. He could have texted me, Dad, I got pulled over, listened to this phone call. So I really didn't know what was going on. I just listened to it. John, listen to this and that, whatever, whatnot. But that's what it comes down to, people. Have somebody on the phone listening in. Right? Don't do like my son did, just call the phone, just people and talking in the background. At least text real quick. Stop by the police, please just answer and listen. Or please pick up, police are present. Something, you know what I mean? That way the person can see the text, answer the call, and know, oh, okay, they want me to be a silent witness, all right? The thing is, I taught him the strategy. Say, hey, look, officer, where is this going, do you think? Are we looking at ticket? Are we looking at, because I'm a law-abiding citizen, can I call my attorney? Like right now, he'll pick up. Let him know. Even if it's not true, people, even if you don't know if it's true, but you can call your attorney, they voicemail pick up, they can hear, have it on speakerphone. This is the law firm of so-and-so and such and such. And then break it down. The most beautiful thing in the world. Yes, this is so-and-so and such and such. I just got you on retainer 2 months ago. I'm being stopped by a police officer. He's asked me to get out the vehicle. Officer, can I have your name? Can I have your badge number? Okay. It's so-and-so and such time of the day. I'm lawfully exiting my vehicle. I don't have any weapons on me. I'm going to do whatever this officer says. Please call, when you get this message, call my girlfriend, wife, my mom, my dad. Let them know that officer so-and-so is asking me to exit my vehicle. I feel uncomfortable doing so, but because I'm a law-abiding citizen, I trust officer so-and-so, I'm going to do it. Please call my phone or this police department to find out what's happening with me as soon as you get this message. Thank you very much. That is the winning strategy for dealing with an overly aggressive police officer. That's the winning strategy. That's how you guys win. All right. Stop sharing that. I can go back and we can look at the average retainer fee. I'm gonna give that to y'all again because most of y'all have financial issues, and that's why I'm getting my money together so I can have the outreach through my companies. I can have the outreach to make sure that some of you guys that are really struggling, I know what it's like, can get a lawyer, right? Okay, what is a typical retainer for the fee for an attorney? Some lawyers charge fees of $1,000, while others can charge $5,000 plus, depending on the lawyer and the complexity of your case. You can usually expect to pay a retainer fee between $3,000 and $5,000. You trust me, people, that's not a lot of money. Your life is worth more than $3,000, $5,000. Under Get Home Safe protocol, get that money to the attorney. Shoot them $100. You can shoot an attorney $100 and work your way up to that. So it's like paying life insurance for your life. I mean this. My brother's an attorney. I mean this. That's the successful strategy for dealing with overly aggressive cops. I'm going to go back and screen share. Let me look at something real quick. Okay. I'm going to go back and give a screen share of the situation. Now, you guys can imagine how differently this conversation would have gone if the young man had an attorney on retainer. Let's look at it again. All right. Let me take this.
I'm not even working.
It doesn't matter, man. Get out of the truck.
Oh, why are you making a problem?
Get out of the truck.
I'm not even working.
Oh. Get out of the truck, man.
Oh, no, I want to speak to the supervisor.
I am the supervisor. Get out of the truck.
Well, someone over
I am the
you.
supervisor.
Oh, someone over you.
Coming. When they get here, it's not going to be good for you.
Bro,
man.
I'm not even working.
That's fine. I'm not arguing with you. Get out of the truck.
Sir, why can't?
Okay. So as soon as that cop passed that first threat, as soon as that cop passed that first threat, as soon as that cop passed that first threat, that's when I would have definitely talked about the attorney. Now, y'all just saw me. This is the successful strategy. You see the police officer. I'm gonna play it one more time. As soon as he passed that first threat, that's when you bring up your attorney on retainer. This is gonna save a lot of lives, and we're gonna expose
just go write the
a lot
ticket.
of police officers.
Or you can't just write the ticket. What are you doing?
We're gonna expose a lot of police officers out there, y'all, that don't need to be.
I'm not playing the game.
187. Can you send me another?
I'm not even working.
It doesn't matter, man. Get out of the truck.
Oh, why are you making a problem?
Get out of the truck.
I'm not even working.
Get out of the truck.
Bro, no, I want to speak to the supervisor.
I am the supervisor. Get out of the truck.
Well, someone
Right
over
now,
you.
Someone
over you.
Coming. When they get here, it's not going to be good for you.
Bro,
man.
I'm not even working.
So let's be real about this. When he said he wanted to speak to him, many of you thought that asking to speak to a supervisor, that was the strategy. No, that just pissed that cop off more. You're basically saying, I'm going to get you in trouble. How is that going to de-escalate the situation? So he fired back, shoot, when my friends get here, you're going to be in trouble. That is not the way to deal with it, people. And if this young man had a turn-down retainer, he would have been a lot more comfortable, a lot more smooth. Let me tell y'all something right now. I just read off to you that attorneys know that when you see lights behind you, you get nervous. Your heart's pumping, your heart's racing, unless you have a turn-down retainer. If you have a turn-down retainer, this is how this thing goes. The officer says, get out the truck. He says, excuse me, officer, I'd like to do that for you, but let me call my attorney real quick first. This is my camera, it's my cell phone. You see it's my cell phone. I'm recording you, but let me call my attorney first. All right? That's what you say. Just like that. What can that police officer say then? What? No, you can't call your attorney? We hear later on his intention is to arrest him. I can't call my attorney? Later on in the video, the young man says he doesn't feel safe. Officer, look, I'm going to do what you say. I'm just asking for 30 seconds. If he doesn't answer the phone, I'm just going to leave a quick message. Can I please do that? I'm going to do whatever you ask me to do. No question. You're going to get complete cooperation. Just let me call my attorney and leave a message. Let him know who you are, what police precinct you work for, where I'm at, and so he can be right on it. How can he say no to that? How can he say no to that? Why would he say no to that? All right? You already have me detained, officer. I'm not going anywhere. I don't have anything on me. I'm a law-abiding citizen. All I want to do, I paid a nice amount of money to have an attorney on retainer just for situations like this. When I don't feel safe, but you know your job and you know what you're doing, maybe you're not going to hurt me. I just personally I'm not sure of that right now. So I want to call my attorney at least to let him know to jump on what he's going to jump on right away as soon as he gets that message. I just want him to know the time and the place where I'm at, and I want him to know who you are, if you don't mind saying so. If you don't mind giving me your name and your badge number, I will do whatever you ask me to do without no question. That's it. That's the strategy to stay alive. Because now you're negotiating and the focus is on your attorney, not on you not complying with his orders. So you're not saying I'm not going to do what you asked. You're just saying, can we please pause this so I can call my attorney? That's all I want to do. I want to do what you say do. It's just right now, I'm a little uncomfortable. If I call my attorney real quick, you give me 30 more seconds, officer, please. Just let me leave a message. I want to tell him where I'm at, what time of day it is, in case he doesn't get the message for a while, and who you are, who I'm listening to. I'm going to do everything you say, but I want to give him your first name, at least your first name, if not first and last name, and your badge number. That's how he can track everything down from there, no matter what goes down from here. I'll just feel more comfortable if my attorney knows. No, officer, I'm not going to call my mom, my dad, my wife. I just want my attorney to know, please. I'm asking that much. That's it. That's the successful strategy for dealing with overly aggressive cop. I guarantee everybody that's watching this show, if that young man had said that to his police officer, he would have never went to the reaching and grabbing, and the taser, he puts that up immediately. He puts it up immediately. Why he came to the truck, we're going to deal with that in a second. Why he came to the truck with the taser in his hand, I don't know. But he would have put that taser in his pocket immediately. As soon as that young man asked him, he simply called the attorney on record. All right. So I'm going to stop this share. Now that you guys know the successful strategy, get on that thing immediately. Call an attorney, go through the book, ask him how much you can put down, and start putting down the full retainer amount, fine, but how much can I need to put it on layaway? I need to have you on retainer. All right. Let's look at the code of conduct for officers, right? Let's check it out, because we need to know what the code is. What is the code of conduct for police officers in Texas? All right. Let's look at it. All right. Let's look at it and let's screen share it. I want you all to know. I'm attaching confidence in you guys in the strategy that I'm giving you based on what they're supposed to do. So know this. The code of conduct for police officers in Texas, I will maintain courageous calm. If you can repeat this verbatim, he or she's gonna let you call your attorney. I will maintain courageous calm in the face of danger, scorn, and ridicule. Develop self-restraint. It's saying the officers are supposed to develop self-restraint. Is that officer there doing it? No, but that young man couldn't quote his job to him. He didn't have an attorney on retainer that he wants to reach out to. And remember, people, you're psychologically shifting that police officer away from you not giving them immediate compliance to the lawyer request, which is something that they don't want to deal with. And you think if they don't want to deal with it, then why is it going to calm them down? Because it takes you out of the mindset of a person that has no voice. You have no voice unless you do what I'm telling you to do. You asking to speak to your attorney before you fully comply immediately gives you a voice that they know people are going to hear. But when you tell them, officer, your code of conduct says if that young man didn't have an attorney on record, but he said, officer, I don't care who you call, ask to call somebody, and then you'll feel comfortable. But people, make it an attorney. That makes the strategy sound. All right. Ask to call somebody and then quote to them their job. Officer, isn't your code of conduct that you'll remain courageous, calm, develop self-restraint, and be consistently mindful of the welfare of others? I don't feel comfortable. Let me spend 30 seconds on the phone with somebody so I can let them know who you are, where I'm at, and what you're asking me to do right now. That's all I want to do. You don't got to get your badge number. Just tell me who you are, and I know the police department I can see on your chest. I will be exemplary in obeying the law and regulations of my department. Honest in thought and deed, both in my personal and official life. Know the officer code of conduct, people. It's going to save your life. Recite that and quote that to them. Ask to call your attorney of record. I'm saying my son called me when he got pulled up. I'm glad. He's a good son. Oldest boy, first child. But I'd rather he called his attorney of record. Okay? Because I know that it gives him a voice in the legal world, in the judicial world. Something that's a voice. It says, hey, I'm somebody. Somebody's going to have something to say about this if it goes wrong without no uncertain terms. It says I'm already ready for you in this. But be able to quote their job. Let them know you're supposed to be courageous and calm, sir. Honest in thought and deed in your official and your personal life. This is your code, not mine. You chose this job. That's what I'm saying. If you're supposed to be thoughtful about the welfare of others, I do not feel safe going with you or complying until I talk to my attorney of record. Just a quick phone call. Even if they don't answer, and usually he does though. Usually she does though. But even if they don't answer, just that knowing I left the voicemail and to know that they're going to get right on it and find out what's going on. That makes me feel safe and comfortable. I'll know. Everybody's going to know. Taibu Mu'addib, man. So, like I said, that's the show. That's the strategy, the key tips. If you are going through something and you want coaching, if you're stuck somewhere, like the young man found himself stuck with that police officer, if you're stuck right now and you want to get unstuck, you need coaching, you need strategies, you need the EFC workbook. Download the EFC workbook. Go to county.com right now for assistance right now. We'll get you strategies that you need. Go ahead, book your time. Let's make this happen without question. Get on the calendar. All right, let's talk about it. Let me go ahead and give you guys the phrase that pays, the sound that you love to hear. Shay's beautiful voice, and my rap skills. But for real, make sure that you guys get to lining up. I wanna make sure that you guys have strategies. My goal is to help at least 10 of you go into 2024 building wealth, actively building wealth. That's physical in health, that's financial in money management, right? And that's your emotional, your soul ties, your healing, right? The most I want you to be on cloud nine because you're enjoying what you do. At just 10 people, it's a modest goal, but I want to make sure at least 10 of you are actively building wealth going into 2024. So you have to start coaching now. It's going to take a few months to get you up to that level. Your progression path needs to raise a little bit. Get rid of some old bad stuff. Create that new foundation. Taibu Mu'addib right here, man. I'm going to go ahead and screen share this thing. Get y'all up out of here, man. I appreciate y'all for joining me tonight. Tune in tomorrow for another wild show. We're going to talk tomorrow about scammers. Everybody wants that money, but don't get scammed. Please don't get scammed. It's happening out here. It's ridiculous. Good evening, everyone. That's the show. Thank you all for showing
Taibu Mu'addib, host,
Don't worry about
podcast entertainer, author,
Let's go.
motivational speaker. Every weeknight, 9:30-ish p.m. We go crazy. In fact, we going nuts right now. Hit it, Shay. Come on, a little bit more. Yeah. It's cold out here, y'all. telling you one thing. It's amazing. How come they don't know? No one's life is the Cosby Show. Killer cops is nothing new to melanated people, bro. Not in the America that locks us up for mega busting, legalized prostitution so the mob can get their cut. CIA agents bringing dope in from the south and spread it through the hood so we can take each other out. The sadness in the hood isn't just some recent shit. It's the same thing that you can see on the slave ship. Trauma passed through generations lead to a peculiar life. Can't believe in freedom, even if one of your parents white. I'ma do it right, cause I'm conscious and I know the way. I got roots in Africa. Pittsburgh was my birthplace. International businessman from inmate 15208. African Messiah, dog. Someone had to save the day. All you want is metaphors about the club and freaking horse. Stacking up your paper, flashy cars, and them foreign tours. Don't you know it's war? They coming after you with all they got. It starts out with Congress, yeah. Them the folks who scheme and plot. Once they pass the laws, it's on you and I to know what's up. And since we don't, that's how come the jails are jam-packed with us. I got my fist raised. And unity is in my heart, no matter who you are. Come and live your truth. That's how it starts. Yeah, that's how it starts. Go get them. Go, 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 go. Don't you know it's war? They coming after you with all they got. All you want is metaphors. International businessman. Can't believe in freedom. Pleasure to meet each and every one of you. Taibu Mu'addib and Shay. This is Live Your Truth. Pull up a chair. Get your popcorn ready. Let's make it happen together. We appreciate you for joining us. Tap in.